My name is Viet-Thi.
Where were you born?
San Francisco.
And your cultural background, how would you define yourself?
I'm Vietnamese, ethnically Vietnamese.
Double major, right?
Yes. Biology with an emphasis in physiology. And then art and emphasis in painting. And then I had a minor in Asian American Studies.
How old were you when you first considered yourself an artist?
That long of a period. I've been drawing for as long as I remember. I drew on everything, actually. I drew on the walls. I got in trouble a lot for doing that. Why should I be categorized as a Vietnamese American artist when I can just be called an artist? So it's interesting how that Vietnamese American artist is different from a regular artist. And being a Vietnamese American artist has a dual identity. One of my cultural background and another of my citizenship, and kind of like this mismatch of multicultural country we call America. I don't think there's enough of an image that people can associate with being a Vietnamese American artist. Being a Vietnamese American has affected my art tremendously. My heritage is what I know, is what I'm most familiar with. Me battling with my cultural heritage and me battling with my American identity is very familiar to me, and that's what is expressed through my art. My family, my parents and my grandparents has always been a proponent of my art. They saw that I really liked drawing at a very early age, and they stuck me in all sorts of classes, including Chinese brush painting. They did it because they wanted me to have that experience, but they never thought that I would be serious about it. They didn't expect me to go forth and study in school. They didn't expect me to take it to that level that I did. With Agent Orange specifically, I was concerned and interested about showing the struggles within the Vietnamese American community, and also how our long and tragic history has affected my identity and my art as well. Right around the time where I painted Agent Orange, there was this resolution that was being brought forth by the Vietnamese American community down in Orange County. They brought up a resolution pretty much stating that they want the old colonial Vietnamese flag to be the official symbol of the Vietnamese American people in California, actually. Figures in the background holding protest signs. I wanted to include that to not only speak out against the resolution, but also to kind of bring forth a more centralized meaning. And that was why I included the figure of the boy who was completely deformed. By putting those two images together, I kind of wanted to bring forth the need for us here in America, the Vietnamese American community in America, to be more centralized and to mobilize in what we're fighting for, and to kind of understand that what we're dealing with now is a direct result of what happened 35 years ago. We shouldn't fight over things that have to do with identity. Instead, we have to look back to our country. We have to really delve into our past, take ownership of it, and work together to resolve just a simple issue as an image that represents the Vietnamese American community today. Oh, there's also another one on Charlie Chan. That one's a painting about Charlie Chan and about yellowface, about white actors pretending that they're Asian. That's how Asian Americans were depicted in America. And if you look closely at the image, it's broken up very, there's like lines through it as if it's imprisoned. Like that image is imprisoned and frozen in time in the minds of a lot of Americans, and something that we have to deal with as Asian Americans, because some of these things will never be shaken. With Haramilia, again, I wanted to show that females aren't just the typical dragon lady. We're not, and Asian women aren't the submissive. We're not the quiet, the passive, the stay at home, bear children, do whatever you say, date white dudes. We're a little bit more than that. We're very complex beings, and I wanted to show that one with Haramilia specifically. What I want the audience to see through my art is a sense of kind of the things that I have to deal with, not only as being a Vietnamese American in my family, but also Vietnamese American in the community, and also Vietnamese American in the media or the art world. I want my audience to see the struggle between all the different identities that me being a female and also me being a minority and me being first generation, all that, what that has to, what the conclusion of that is. And also I want my audience to realize that even though it's 30 years since the war, it still has a lot to do with the Vietnamese American mentality in the United States. And I want them to understand that, and also to take that and to educate others on what it is to be Vietnamese American, what it is to be Asian American. And hopefully through that exchange, we can understand each other a little bit better. And also next time when someone says Vietnamese American art, they have a picture of what exactly that means.
Cultural background.